Alright guys, sorry about that. Classic 2K20 deciding to randomly crash for reasons that they said they fixed in the last patch. But for some reason now it's working, so let's count our blessings. The show continues as we get into that 8-man battle royal to determine who will challenge Jarek Lawson for the Rising Star Championship next week at Emergence. Lawson, of course, winning the title at Point Break, defeating one of the 8 men in this match, Jay Mamba, in a barn burner. Lawson so far undefeated here in CMV, but I firmly believe any one of these 8 superstars would be a tall task for the Cowboy. Ring full with each superstar wanting that shot. I believe Jay Mamba, above all others, desperate for the opportunity to prove himself that Lawson just got the better of him. Here comes Ralph and Sugar. This time, both of them. Oh, but Mamba actually ends up being the first man eliminated. That has got to be sore for Black Light and Ryan Moore. And there goes Billy Shaw. Wow, probably the two favorites, I'd say. Mamba and the returning Billy Shaw are the first. And there goes Antonio Valeska, probably the third favorite. Man, okay, I'm just going to stop guessing who's going to win this damn thing. Literally, my picks were Mamba, Billy Shaw, and then Antonio Valeska. All 3 of them eliminated within just a few seconds. And there goes Ryan Moore. Man, the script has been thoroughly ripped up. And not just thrown out the window, freaking burned in a trash bin. Hey, guys, come on. I know you're excited to see who's going to Emergence, right, to face Jarek Lawson. We all are, but we don't have to get crazy with it, all right? No, 4 guys, Kevin Silva leading Actung up against the ropes. Will he be the next to go? The former Alpha World Champion now definitely has to be the favorite. I don't know if I want to say that, though, and kind of like curse him. Willie Sullivan, meanwhile, taking down Matthew Justice, probably the dark horse of this lineup. I love how it was like a quick succession. Boom, 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 elimination, elimination. And now these 4 having a tougher time at the task. But Jarek Lawson got to be having his eyes glued to the monitor backstage right now. Matthew Justice to the top rope. I don't really think that's such a great idea in a battle royal scenario to go up to the top rope, making yourself easier to eliminate. But Matthew Justice escaping intact as he hit that beautiful 450 on Willie Sullivan, the former Unified World Tag Team Champion, guillotined on the top rope there. Up against the ropes, Willie Sullivan. Oh. Was able to reverse Matthew Justice, keeping that bay with an elbow, but now he's just back to napping. Matthew Justice gonna let him chill. So that's just the mark of a nice guy. Actung taken down harshly with that scoop slam out Ishinoku driver by Wild Willie. Matthew Justice pulled to his feet. Wild Willie with a nice flatliner. Meanwhile, Kevin Silva taken down unceremoniously with that Hurricanrana by Actung. Definitely impressed early on this season. Haven't seen Actung in a few weeks, though. This could be his chance to burst back onto the scene in a big way. Matthew Justice trying to prove himself over these last few months of that Zero-G Championship opportunity. Back in Shake-Up. Didn't pan out. last time we saw him. Oh, man, there we go. Matthew Justice yet again comes so close, but still so far away, eliminated by Willie Slogan with that super kick. And here's the final three. Achtung hanging on, but it looks like he may be the next to go. Willie Sullivan has his way, not quite. Able to hang in there for now, literally. Kevin Silva, great strategy here. Keeping his distance, staying in the corner, letting Willie Sullivan and Achtung beat the hell out of each other. No reason to expose himself. Targeting the knees. I don't know how much good that'll do Kevin Silva. And the Portuguese god of wrestling, the former CMV Alpha World Champion, going for a clothesline. Willie Sullivan action rolling out of the way. Achtung and Kevin Silva have seemingly formed some sort of alliance trying to eliminate Willie Sullivan. And I believe the task can be checked off. There goes Wild Willie. And then there were two. Kevin Silva, Achtung, who's going to emergence. Portugal versus Germany here. The Cowboy waiting. Bullplex by Silva. I mean, if I'm Jared Lawson right now, I'm hoping Achtung to win this match. But I don't know if I want to be in the ring defending my championship against a former world champion. Achtung, does he have what it takes to pull off the upset? Super kick, and he does! Achtung with the upset, eliminating Kevin Silva, and has punched a ticket to emergence to challenge Jared Lawson for the Rising Star Championship. Not the way I thought this Battle Royal was going to play out, but certainly quite a shocker. Achtung and Jarek Lawson for the Rising Star Championship next week. Going to be some real cowboy-ish waiting in the future of Achtung. Our co-main event now, guys. 6-woman tag team action as Kelsey Hayes going to lead her team into battle against the team of RVW ahead of their Hell in a Cell clash next week at Emergence for the Women's Championship. Kelsey Hayes, of course, making it 2 for 2, defeating Riley Van Wilson at Point Break to become Women's Champion yet again. But Riley Van Wilson promised afterwards that she was not going to stop hunting to reclaim her championship, and made good on those words last week when she brutally beat down Kelsey Hayes. And, well, oh, there's a bit of a wrestling match going down here in the house right now between the cats and the dogs. But anyway, Riley Van Wilson is not taking her eyes off the prize and isn't afraid to get others involved in that beat down on Kelsey Hayes last week. Nobody was safe, and I think we're all thankful that the match is going to happen inside a Hell in a Cell. Nobody else is going to get hurt, but Kelsey Hayes and Riley Van Wilson certainly better be ready to go to war. But right now it's all about capturing that momentum, and we get a first look at Vanessa Morgan and Haley Richards, each debuting for the respective teams. Still to come tonight, though, guys. United States Championship got to be on the line in our main event. Joseph Santos challenging Robert Cross. As here we have the women's champion starting things off against Haley Richards. And can't really ask for a bigger debut. Massive opportunity for Haley Richards against the women's champion, the creme of the crop, if you will, the very top of the mountain in the women's division here on Crossfire. First chin lock by Richards. This was originally supposed to be an 8 women's tag team match, but Saria on Team Kelsey Hayes and Shaorong on Team RVW. Unable to make it in time, so instead, a classic 3-on-3. Not too sure what happened to Saria and Shaorong. No word on why they were unable to make it to this match, but one way or another, the show must go on. A jumping bulldog by Richards as we get a tag now to Hakiko Omutsu, who made her debut last week against Kelsey Hayes, and despite putting up a hell of a fight, in the end was unable to keep the boss at bay. And it was after that fact when Riley Van Wilson came running down the ramp, and well, Kelsey Hayes, her night was far from over. Tag to Joy Justice, making her season debut, guys. The matriarch of the Justice family coming in swinging. Look at the size of Joy Justice, ladies and gentlemen. What has she got hanging off her pants there? It looks like a set of keys. Do I want to know what those keys unlock? Are they even keys? I'd have to get a better look. Right now, she's a bit too busy destroying Hakiko Omutsu. She's trying to fight back. There we go. Nice kick to the knee. That's how you deal with a bigger opponent. Go for the legs. Topple them. Get them off their feet. Work on them from a grounded position. I don't think I have to be giving Hakiko any pointers, though. What are those? Are those bones? I think those might actually be bones. Now, I definitely don't want to know where those came from. Omutsu tagged to Riley Van Wilson, team captain, former women's champion, coming back for her belt next week at Emergence inside Hell in a Cell. The numbers don't lie, though. This season, Kelsey Hayes has had Riley Van Wilson's number not once but twice, defeating her in singles competition. Will it be 3 for 3, or will the third time be the charm? Riley Van Wilson, can she win when it matters most? Kick to the side of the head, and down goes the Polish warrior. Back to that camel clutch, punches right across the forehead as Riley Van Wilson's partners can do nothing but watch. Joy Justice tagging in Vanessa Morgan, guys, and I've been looking forward to seeing what this gal can get done in the ring. I've heard some things about Vanessa Morgan. It's time to see if they're going to ring true. Going right after the former world champion. No fear, no hesitation. What? Riley Van Wilson, you see her look around like, huh? Went for that clothesline. It did nothing. Zero effect on Vanessa Morgan. And a scoop slam attempt. Riley Van Wilson, the Wiley Riley Van Wilson? Is that a new nickname? Maybe. Will it stick? I don't know. Takedown, though, by Wilson. Trying to get some punches through from that camera angle. Can't really tell if she was successful. Spinning soul kick by Vanessa Morgan. Big kick to the midsection. Man, cracked the rib. And what the hell is this? Oh, my God. I don't even know what that was, but I can tell you this much. Riley Van Wilson probably didn't like the... What the... Riley Van Wilson, man. Kelsey Hayes has truly brought out the meaner side of RVW these past couple of months. I mean, don't get me wrong. Riley Van Wilson has always been a hard hitter. She's always been in that ring. You know, one of the very best, but I don't know. Lately, Riley Van Wilson just rougher and rougher. Seems to be caring less about the well-being of her opponents and just more about getting her championship. Back spear by Vanessa Morgan, cutting her fellow debutee in half. Dragging Haley Richards to her quarter, going to make it harder for Riley Van Wilson or Hakiko Omutsu to make the save. Neither try. I guess confident in Haley's abilities to kick out on her own, which she does. Let's see, Richards desperately trying to fight free. Elbows to the side of the head, one after the other. Speaking of elbows, there's one for Richards, gonna ring her bell. Face first off the top turnbuckle. A boot is waiting for her. Punch to the back of the head. Haley Richards tossing Vanessa off the ropes. Misses that bicycle kick attempt. Ooh, it looks like she might have tweaked her knee. That could be bad news if Vanessa Morgan took notice. Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Probably chipping a tooth on the way down there. Hooked in the leg, trying to get that 3. Nowhere to be found just yet, though. Vanessa Morgan back to her feet. Not looking like a happy camper. Irish whip into the corner. Gonna try again, but Richards remaining resilient. Continuing to fight, one-handed bulldog. You see Kelsey Hayes asking for that tag. Haley Richards going to the top rope, going to try to cut her off, but it's too late. Here comes the women's champion, the HPICV boss. Here on Crossfire, Richards went for it. When you take a risk like that, 50% chance it'll be successful, 50% chance not so much. And that time, Haley Richards, well, a pretty nasty spill. Kelsey Hayes, drop kick. And you know Riley Van Wilson, I can see her foaming at the mouth right now, clenching her teeth. She wants to get her hands on Kelsey Hayes in a bad, bad way, but she's going to have to wait. One more week, emergence inside a Hell in a Cell. There will be nobody to get between these two. Truly going to find out once and for all if Kelsey Hayes is just the kryptonite. Oh! Joy Justice coming in off the tag, got blasted with that Kinshasa running knee to the face. Joy Justice, out of pure instinct, staying alive, and a tag to Hikiko Obutsu. Some great teamwork between the two newcomers. Justice. Powerbomb incoming. Hikiko Obutsu taken for a rather unpleasant ride off the shoulders, down out of the turnbuckle. Good old snake eyes. And now a pendulum dropkick. I'm really worried about. What the hell? Did you see that? Hikiko Obutsu with some blink and you miss it offense. Joy Justice knows what freaking building she's in. Belly to belly suplex attempt by RVW, gets a gouge to the eyes. Kelsey Hayes chose her partners well. I'll give her that much. Not that Riley Van Wilson did it, but man, Joy Justice. I can't get over the size of this. Oh, what's Kelsey Hayes doing? It looks like Joy Justice is going to attempt to tag her, but the captain, team captain, saying no way. Justice instead tagging Vanessa Morgan. Oh, and another spear by the Rook. 1, 2. Man, if Vanessa Morgan made her debut by pinning a former women's champion and maybe the next women's champion, I'm not going to count Riley Van Wilson out, guys. You all can if you want, but I don't care if Kelsey Hayes has beaten Riley Van Wilson 100 times in a row. RVW is not the kind of gal you want to be overlooking. Gotta give her the benefit of the doubt. Riley Van Wilson, meaner than ever before, and inside Hell in a Cell. May have what it takes to finally put Kelsey Hayes down, get her championship back. Clothesline by Vanessa Morgan. Haley Richards looking worse for wear as Morgan just looks down on her. Not just literally, but I think figuratively as well. Something just tells me that Vanessa Morgan doesn't respect anybody she's sharing that ring with right now. Gonna make the attack Kelsey Hayes, and this time, now that Haley Richards is down, easy pickings. Maybe not so. And Zaguri by Richards. Gonna try to sneak that pin. no count there for Haley. Not going to let that deter her, though. Back to the collar and elbow tie-up. Hang on a minute. Implant buster from the champion. That's the maneuver that took Riley Van Wilson down at Point Break, and that's the maneuver that wins the match for Team Hayes here tonight yet again. Kelsey Hayes gets the better of Riley Van Wilson, guys. If you're a betting man, it's hard to argue with the statistics. The numbers, they don't lie, as I said before. Kelsey Hayes, one-on-one in tag team action, it doesn't matter. These last couple of months, in every single way it seems, Kelsey Hayes has been better than Riley Van Wilson. But inside Hell in a Cell, at emergence, Kelsey Hayes not going to have anybody backing her up. We're going to find out once and for all if Kelsey Hayes is truly the better of Riley Van Wilson. Can the Polish Warrior come back, guys? Or is she going to have to face the music? Are we all going to have to face the music? Now, Kelsey Hayes really is the HBIC. That she really is the boss here on Crossfire. Now it is time for our main event. I think you can hear me rubbing my hands together because I have been waiting for this one. It was supposed to happen last month. Joseph Santos versus Robert Cross for the United States Championship. Santos been red hot since this season started. Still unbeaten. A winning streak going a mile long. And that includes a victory over Chris Diamond last episode of Crossfire. But we all know what happened. Chris Diamond ended up assaulting Robert Cross before the match, so it got thrown out. Santos livid. But now he finally gets his chance inside of the steel cage. There will be no interference. I mean, Chris Diamond's going to have to bring some something to get through that cage. And I don't know. By the look at the cage, it's seemingly impossible to get through that goddamn thing. So I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that we are going to finally get to see this match. Joseph Santos, Robert Cross for the United States Championship. You know, back when this match was first supposed to happen, even back when these two first fought each other early on in the season, it was a non-title match, and Joseph Santos defeated Robert Cross. That's what got Santos the side of the championship to begin with. Robert Cross was in a bad state of mind. Of course, Chris Diamond coming back thought he had taken care of him, but after what transpired at Point Break, Chris Diamond defeating Robert Cross, but afterwards, just the look at Robert Cross's eyes, it's something I've really never seen from the Messiah before, and I'm wondering what kind of condition he's in mentally and physically for that matter, because Chris Diamond did a number on him in that no-holds-barred match at Point Break. There you see that cage hanging above the ring. Going to enclose these two within. And there's no escape, guys. You can only win by pinfall or submission. Something that Santos knows he can do. He's pinned Robert Cross before. Can he do it again when the lights are on bright, though? The former NGW Tag Team Champion has worked his behind off these last 5-6 months or so, coming back from what honestly should have been a career-ending plethora of injuries that he still has the scars to show today. I don't know how, but Santos has seemingly come back better than ever. Every single person put in front of him this season hasn't stood a chance. And I think Joseph Santos will be wearing a permanent upside-down frown if he can leave Crossfire, the new United States champion, here tonight. He's got the fans on his side. He's got the momentum backing him up. But I've seen time and time again men in this exact position that Joseph Santos is in choke. When they finally reach the peak. When they finally have got their hands on that golden opportunity. And I've seen time and time again men in the position of Robert Cross, who's got a steel chair in hand, by the way. What is he planning on doing with that? The United States champion, ladies and gentlemen, is coming prepared for a fight. I don't know if he's going to be allowed to bring that. I mean, there's no disqualifications in the steel cage match, but I don't know if the referee's going to let him actually have that to start the match. But as I was saying, time and time again, you know, men in Robert Cross' position who seem to be at their lowest, when it really matters, they win the big one. The Messiah telling Santos, get in the ring and let's get this over with. The CMV United States Championship is what it is all about. Joseph Santos hasn't stopped working to get to this moment right here. And even after he was screwed last month, didn't let that keep him down. Put down Chris Diamond last week, and now he's got a clear focus on Robert Cross. Doesn't have to worry about any interference with that cage coming down. But I'll give Robert Cross this much. He ain't showing no fear. Despite the fact that Joseph Santos knocked him off the last time they fought one-on-one, despite the fact that Chris Diamond is still hounding him, he's somewhere in this building. Whether he can get through that cage or not, it doesn't matter. Robert Cross has got his mind in a million different places right now, but if he wants to leave tonight still the United States champion, he's going to have to put that all aside if he can and focus. No escape. Pin or submission. Joseph Santos, Robert Cross, United States Championship, baby. Here we go. Joseph Santos kicking things off hot with a long road home. Gonna try to stay on Robert Cross early on, it would seem. The Messiah, though, taking him down with a single knee gut buster. And now gonna grab at that hair. Reverse DDT. Robert Cross, in his first defense of the United States Championship, busting Joseph Santos open already. We're getting things started here in the main event, guys. A wicked DDT cracking open Santos, and now a brain buster. Santos, I know he's been on a winning streak. Hopefully he hasn't gotten overconfident. Hopefully he isn't reverting to his old ways and getting cocky. I'm a Joseph Santos supporter. His story is one that you can't help but to smile about. He's changed his ways, and he's a better man for it. Not just outside of the ring, but in it as well, as we have seen these last couple of months. This is the pinnacle. This is the top for Joseph Santos right now. This is all he's been able to think about. Robert Cross wanted to become his own man. He wanted to get out of the shadow of Chris Diamond when he took him out at the end of last season. And he did. Became United States champion. Just as he was starting to get in the groove of things, along came Chris Diamond returning. Try and ruin his life just like Robert Cross ruined Diamond's. But even after what happened at Point Break, neither man, Chris Diamond, Robert Cross, has been the same. And I don't know if they ever will be. Joseph Santos has found himself in the middle of this turmoil between two former best friends, something that he knows a lot about, because it was his former best friend that nearly ended his career last season at homebound. So there's nobody that knows more about what Robert Cross is going through right now than Joseph Santos. But the only thing that Santos is focusing on right now, States Championship, however, it may elude him yet again. Shining Wizard by Cross into the pin to retain his United States Championship. 1-2 with just a 2 count. The Messiah looking around, I think realizing that there is no escape, that steel cage surrounding these men on all sides. Another brainbuster. Robert Cross, where's he going? What is Robert? There's no escape, guys. Robert Cross cannot win this match by escaping the cage. So what's he thinking here? He's looking around. I think he's contemplating running away, maybe just taking his championship and dipping, living to fight another day. But it seems like something in him is not allowing him to do so. He's conflicted. Joseph Santos now back to his feet, looking up at Cross. The referee's trying to tell Robert Cross, you can't win by escaping the cage. Santos telling him to get down and finish this match like a man. Robert Cross, though, is just like hanging out. I think he's going to be too afraid to climb down. What's going on here? Robert Cross is, hang on, let me see if I can fix this. They actually added a neat, they actually did something right this game, so I can control Robert Cross for a moment, and I can get him down from here, I think, so that we, oh, yep, there we go. See, guys, 2K did something right for once. We don't have to restart the match. So here we go. Robert Cross has finally decided to get down and resume this match, and Santos is all for it. Northern Lights suplex. Santos saying, you can't run, Cross. There's no running. Not tonight. Cross, I gotta say, man, he could have easily hopped out of the cage, taken his championship, and ran. But he didn't. He got down. And it looks like Santos, I don't know if I'm seeing things, but it looks like he's got a really bad cut above his eye from that DDT at the start of the match. Yeah, look at that. You can see now he is bleeding badly above his right eye. That's a deep cut. Blood gushing. Oh, and now face first into the cage wall. All right, Robert Cross is starting to rock with it now. I think he's realized what he's got to do. And a knee to that very same eye. Robert Cross hooks the leg. 1, 2. Joseph Santos, he didn't come all this way for nothing. Face to face. Oh my God. Speaking of face, Joseph Santos right into the canvas. Good night. Robert Cross is still the United States champion. My God. I don't know what switch got flipped towards the end inside Robert Cross. But, man, Joseph Santos obliterated the velocity at which Robert Cross threw him into the cage wall. Look at the blood, guys. Joseph Santos needs to get that eye looked at fast. He's still not even conscious, though. And here's what finally did Santos in. That Samoan drop, kind of like modified. Face first, Santos was not getting up. Joseph Santos got crossed out here tonight. Like I said, Santos He was the favorite heading into this, but you never know, man. Robert Cross when it mattered most. Conflicted. We saw he had intentions to leave this match, to tuck his tail and run. But he decided to stay and fight. And it paid off. Still, the United States champion. Well, guys, thank you as always for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show, despite the interference by 2K. I don't even know what to do at this point. I don't know what it was, because the game crashed, but then it worked perfectly this time, so I guess we just have to be ready for at least one crash every stream from now on. Knock on wood. But there's actually no wood near me. But for now, I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your Thursday. And if you're new, make sure you drop a follow so that you get that notification when I go live. If you're interested in being a part of CMV, you're more than welcome. We're on Xbox One. You can type !Twitter or !Discord in our chat to get those cheeky links. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for Supremacy. Until then, bye.